Hey, hello everyone, and welcome you all on the Learn, Know, and Grow the World Bass Loving platform. As you already know that here you get latest tech updates and tech news. So today the main important update is phone calls disrupted by ongoing DDoS cyber attack on VoIP.ms. Threat actors asking $4.2 million from VoIP.ms to stop DDoS attack. Okay, today I'm going to give you very main updates. So listen and ready to know about it. Quebec based provider of telephony services VoIP.ms is facing an aggressive distributed denial of services cyber attack causing a disruption in phone calls and services. The incident began around September 16 and has put a strain on the VoIP provider system, websites and operations. VoIP.ms servers over 80,000 customers across 125 countries, many of whom are now facing issues with voice calls. Okay, so this is problem happening in voice call, okay, and voice call and services disrupted by DDoS attack. Last week, Canadian voice over IP service provider VoIP.ms announced that it became aware of an issue that was preventing customers from accessing its website and was working toward a solution. Fast forward to today, the issue is ongoing and has been attributed to a persistent DDoS attack. DDoS is a form of cyber attack in which multiple computers or bots are simultaneously engaged by an attacker to make a large number of requests to an internet server beyond the server's capacity. As such, an internet server, when facing a sophisticated DDoS attack, may offer degraded performance to customers or crash altogether. VoIP is a set of technologies that make telephone calls possible via internet connected servers, which, like any internet service, makes them vulnerable to DDoS attacks. As of today, VoIP.ms is still battling cyber attack. Okay, as seen by us, the VoIP.ms website is now requiring visitors to solve captchas before letting them in. Prior to this, the website was throwing HTTP 500 service unavailable error on occasion. Once in the website states a distributed denial of service, DDoS attack continues to be targeted at our websites and POP servers. Our team is deploying continuous efforts to stop this. However, the service is being intermittently affected. Okay, so you should know about more also, so be ready to listen about this. Okay, threat actors demand over $4.2 million in extortion attack. Tweets exchanged between VoIP.ms and the threat actors provide interesting insights. The threat actor behind the DDoS attack go by the name Reveal, but it cannot be authoritatively established if they represent the same Revil ransomware gang that is known to have previously attacked prominent companies including the world's largest meat processor JBS. Further, based on the multiple demands made by the threat actors to VoIP.ms for bitcoins, the incident has been labeled an extortion attack. This is possible a cyber extortion campaign. They bring down services via DDoS and then demand money. Don't know if the DDoS attack and the ransom demand are from the same idiots, noted Twitter user PremoWeb, pointing to a Pastebin note that has now been removed. The removed note, retrieved by ours, shows the attacker's initial ask was for 1 Bitcoin or little over $42,000. But 2 days later, the demand was upped to 100 Bitcoins or over $4.2 million. Okay, enough communication. The price for us to stop is now 100 Bitcoin into the Pastebin BTC address. I am sure your customers will appreciate your zero expletive given attitude in multiple law sites. Read the tweet and sign Reveal. Okay, Earlier this month, UK-based Telecom VoIP Unlimited was slapped with a similar DDoS attack suspected to originate from Reveal. However, threat actors behind these attacks are likely different from the Reveal's ransomware operator. Reveal is not known for DDoS attacks for publicly demanding ransoms in a manner done in the VoIP.ms attack, explains Lawrence Abrams of news sites Bleeping Computer. This attack's method of extortion makes us believe that the threat actors are simply impersonating the ransomware operation to intimidate VoIP.ms further. Okay. So VoIP.ms customers can monitor the company's Twitter feed for updates on the situation. So this was the main update which I had to give you, and I hope that you are very happy to listen about this and this update. So you can share, subscribe, like this channel, share with your friends so that your friend also could be up to date. Thanks for coming here.